Hey guys, I am back. Let's continue due to some technical issues. It took a little time. Let's get started quickly. Hello friends, this is Divya Goel. Welcome to my channel Creative Study with Coding, where we'll learn C coding in an effective way from day 1. If you want to store many values at a time, you can use array for it. For example, if you want to store a record of 100 students, you need to store roll number of 100 students. You need to store age of 100 students and you need to store marks of 100 students, etc. Similarly, you can store record of 1000 employees and you need to store name of 1000 employees. You need to store salary of 1000 employees and you need to store department of 1000 employees as well. As you can see in the examples, we are gonna store multiple values at a time. For this, we'll use array. In this video, we'll learn array. Now let's see what is an array. An array is a data structure that can store a fixed size collection of values of the same data type. That is, it contains homogeneous data type. Let's see what is a data structure. A data structure is data organization, management and storage format that enables efficient access. That means it tells how to store, manage and organize data in the memory and accesses and modifies the stored data efficiently. So definitely we can see an array is a data structure because it also stores, manages and organizes data in the memory and accesses and modifies the stored data efficiently. Next, it says it is of fixed size means once its size is declared, we can't change its size. It stores same data type means if data type is declared int, it can store integer values. Data type is declared float, it can store only decimal values. Here you can see first and second are correct array representation and third is wrong. Because it is storing integer and decimal values as we can store only one data type at a time. Memory representation of array. Let's understand it with an example. Suppose we have an array of 6 element of type float. For example, float marks and array size is 6. That means we have an array of marks which contains marks of 6 students at a time. Though you may take a large array. In this example, total number of elements are 6 at their respective indices. Let's see what is index in array. Index number is used to refer at any element of array. It ranges from 0 to n minus 1. So indices will start from marks 0, then marks 1, marks 2, marks 3, marks 4 and the last index will be marks 5. Size of bytes used by array depends on data type. In this example, let's suppose first element is stored at 4000, then next element will be stored at 4004, then 4008, 4012, 4016 and 4020. Size of bytes used may vary machine to machine. In my machine, size of float is 4 bytes. Now let's see how to initialize an array. There are two ways to initialize an array. Static array initialization and dynamic array initialization. Static array initialization. It initializes all elements of array during its declaration and we define value of all array elements within a pair of curly braces and values are separated using comma. Values must be of same data type. For example, float marks 6. There are 6 elements to be stored in an array named marks and these are stored in pair of curly braces and separated with comma. There is a point to remember, size of array is optional when declaring and initializing array. The C compiler automatically determines array size using number of array elements. Hence you can write above array initialization as given below. Dynamic array initialization. The declared array is initialized during execution of a program. In dynamic initialization of array, you can assign values to an array element dynamically during execution of program. First declare array with a fixed size, then use the following syntax to assign values to an element dynamically. Array name index number equal to value. For example, marks 0 equal to 70.1. It assigns 70.1 to first element of marks array and marks 1 equal to 55.6. It assigns 55.6 to second element of marks array and so on. Let's see how to access array elements. By using array index number, we can access the elements of array. and we can write it in printf statement like this. In first example, we are trying to access first element of the array, and in second we are trying to access fourth element of the array, and in third we are trying to access ith element of the array. Points to remember about array: never try to access that element of data which has not been initialized. It prints some garbage value. Sometimes it may execute and sometimes it will show an error index out of bound. Let's see a simple program of an array. In this program, array size is 3. Indices are A0, A1 and A2. That means it contains 3 values at a time at the respective indices, and array name is a of type int, and it has been initialized with 3 integer values 1, 2 and 3. Then these values are accessed in printf statement, and I'm trying to access indices 3 and 4. Let's see what result it shows. You may see the output over here. Output is 1, 2, 3, 0, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3 are values defined in the array, but 0 and 3, 4, 4 are garbage values because the values at these indices were not defined initially. So we should never try to access those elements which has not been initialized. Now let's make previous program in either way. That means without declaring its size, and the compiler automatically determines its size using number of array elements. In this program, the array size is not declared, but there are 3 values given and these 3 elements have been accessed. Compile and run this program. You may see the output over here. The elements of the array are 2, 3, 5. Now in this program, let's see dynamic array initialization. Well, this is a snapshot because I want to keep the video short. If we want to change the value of first element, we can assign desired number at that particular index like this. Compile and run it. Now you can see the output over here in which first element has been changed with new one. Now let's make a program to take 5 inputs from the user and store it in an array and display these elements on the screen. So let's see its dry run. For this, 2 for loops are used, one for input and other for output, where AI starts from 0 to 4. That means total elements will be 5. First of all, it will print a message, enter 5 elements, then I will be initialized with 0. After that, it will be checked, is 0 less than 5? Yes, it is true, so it will take first input at index A0. Then plus plus I increases the value of I, and now I has become 1. Then it will be checked, 1 is less than 5. Yes, it is true. So it will take second input at index A1. Again plus plus I increases its value. I has become 2. Again it will be checked, is 2 less than 5? Yes, it is true. So it will take another input. This process will repeat 5 times, and when value of I becomes 5, condition will be false. And it will exit the loop. Same process will be repeated for accessing these elements, and it will print the 5 elements on the screen. Compile and run the program. You may see the output over here. Enter 5 elements, 87656, and the output is 87656. Now find the average of n numbers. Let's see its dry run. First of all, give a message to enter nth number or enter number of elements. First for loop will enter 5 elements at their respective indices, marks 0, marks 1, marks 2 and so on, and after that it will be added to the variable sum. Then average will be find out by using the formula average equal to sum by n, and finally print the value of average. Compile and run it. The output over here. In this program we are entering 7 elements, 5, 6, 3, 5, 7, 9, 6, and we are getting the average. Thank you so much for watching the video. Keep watching such valuable videos. Do subscribe the channel, like and comment in comment section, and share it as many as possible so that your friends can also learn it.